I noticed it while brushing my teeth. That's the stupidest part. Not during some creepy midnight ritual. Not after watching horror videos. Just a completely normal Tuesday night in my apartment bathroom. I was half asleep, staring blankly into the mirror while brushing my teeth before bed. Then I raised my hand to wipe toothpaste from the corner of my mouth, and my reflection waved at me. Not the same movement. A wave. Slow, deliberate, friendly. I froze instantly. The reflection corrected itself almost immediately, matching my posture again perfectly. But I know what I saw. It waved first. I remember staring into the mirror for nearly a full minute afterward, waiting for something else to happen. Nothing did. Eventually I laughed at myself. Lack of sleep. Eye strain. My brain misinterpreting movement. That explanation worked for about 2 days. Then it happened again. I was passing the hallway mirror while getting ready for work when I caught movement from the corner of my eye. My reflection was looking directly at me. The problem was, I was looking down at my phone. By the time I turned toward the mirror fully, it matched me again. Perfectly normal. But that single second destroyed any sense of comfort I had left. After that, mirrors started feeling wrong. Not scary at first. Just delayed. Like reflections took a fraction longer to mimic me than they should. A tiny lag. Almost impossible to notice unless you were specifically watching for it. And once I noticed it, I couldn't stop. I began testing mirrors obsessively. Quick movements. Random gestures. Sudden turns. Most of the time everything looked normal, but occasionally, the reflection reacted too slowly, or too early. One night, I stood in front of my bathroom mirror for almost 20 minutes trying to force it to happen again. I looked ridiculous. Tired man alone in an apartment, staring at himself in silence. Eventually, I sighed and turned away. And behind me, the reflection stayed still. I saw it from the corner of my eye. My body turned. The reflection didn't. It just stood there staring directly at me while I walked away. Every hair on my body stood up. I whipped around immediately. Normal again. Same posture, same breathing. But now, it was smiling slightly. I wasn't. That was the first time I covered the mirror before sleeping. The next morning, the towel was folded neatly on the sink. Not fallen. Folded. I lived alone. I started avoiding mirrors after that. I brushed my teeth while looking downward. I stopped using my bathroom mirror completely. I even angled my TV away from the couch because dark screens started making me nervous too. Then I noticed the sounds. Very soft at first. Little taps from the bathroom late at night. Tiny movements. Like fingertips touching glass. Every night around a tap, tap, tap. I tried ignoring it. Then one night I heard my bathroom cabinet open. I grabbed a kitchen knife before checking the apartment. The bathroom was empty, but the mirror was uncovered again. And written across the fogged glass were 3 words. Look at me. I nearly threw up. I called my sister the next morning because I genuinely thought I was losing my mind. She told me stress can do horrible things to perception. She begged me to stay with her for a few days. I almost did, but before leaving, decided to record the bathroom overnight. Part of me wanted proof. Part of me wanted reassurance that nothing was actually happening. I set my phone facing the mirror and went to sleep on the couch. The recording lasted 4 hours before glitching. At first, nothing unusual happened. Dark bathroom. Silent apartment. Then, at exactly 3:03 a.m., the mirror reflection moved. Not the camera. The reflection itself. The bathroom inside the mirror darkened slightly like the lights inside. It dimmed independently. Then my reflection walked into frame. The real bathroom was empty, but inside the mirror version, I walked slowly toward the glass. My stomach dropped while watching it. The reflection version of me looked exhausted. Eyes sunken, skin pale, like it hadn't slept in weeks. It stared directly into the camera, then smiled, and raised one hand slowly, waving. The video ended immediately after that. My phone battery was somehow completely drained. I didn't sleep in the apartment that night, or the next. I stayed with my sister across town, and tried convincing myself it was some kind of mental breakdown. Then my sister asked me something that made my blood go cold. "Why were you standing in my bathroom last night? I couldn't breathe." She said she woke up around AM and saw me standing motionless inside her bathroom doorway, watching her through the mirror, but when she fully woke up, nobody was there. That night, I made her cover every mirror in the apartment. Bathroom, bedroom, hallway, everything. At 3:03 AM, we both heard tapping from inside the bathroom. Soft, patient, tap, tap, tap. My sister started crying immediately. The tapping became louder, then something hit the mirror hard enough to crack the glass beneath the towel. A deep voice came from the bathroom. My voice. "Let me out." Neither of us moved. The bathroom light suddenly switched on beneath the door, and shadows started moving inside. Not one shadow, several. People walking behind the mirror. The tapping turned frantic. Glass cracking louder and louder. Then silence. Complete silence. We waited until sunrise before opening the bathroom door. The mirror was shattered completely, but the strangest part wasn't the broken glass. It was the reflection, even shattered into dozens of pieces. Every fragment still showed the bathroom normally, except for one thing. I wasn't in the reflection anymore. My sister was standing alone, and somewhere deep inside the broken pieces, something that looked exactly like me was waving back.